First and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. This is Howard on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Rosen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's James. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Crowder now to return. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Rosen on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dyson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. It's Geis on the counter. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins past him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen off the play action. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Launching one for Henderson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue
90! Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over, over, over! Over, over!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's James. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Geis, and an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shane Ray in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. Back now at FedEx Field. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. A give to Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now let's go. Boom.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a gain there of 11 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Rip.
Trying to run the option right side, Smith. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensues.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
48, Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's complete. It's the Carr-to-Cooper connection. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals,
Yeah, for real, my is real for real, I'm in the field for real, I'm about my check for real, I'm about my respect for real, my diamonds are crystal clear, I'm shining from ear to ear, with the paper, see them lames later, can't save her stepped out, now she's saying what she really think, open accounts no matter where we at, there and back, eyes really open, I never it once and she two, that means it's can't but my explosive train to go, my chain it glow.